Hello everyone, good afternoon to all. Today we will discuss the topic in object oriented programming and methodology subject, and the name of the today lecture topic is object model. So here I am Aruna Bajpayee, assistant professor, Department of Computer Science and Engineering, will deliver today lecture. The outlines of today's lecture is prerequisite of this topic. What are the basic prerequisite of object model? Merits and demerits of object oriented methodology. So first we will discuss the merits, or we can say the advantage and disadvantage of object oriented methodology. Then we will study the object model. Next topic of today lecture is object oriented languages. What are the applications of object oriented programming? Types of models. Basically there are multiple types of models, but in according to the RGPV syllabus, object model is only defined into your syllabus. Elements of object model is the next topic of unit 1, and after completing these topics, we will cover the quiz questions and learning outcomes. And last topic is differences. So what are the prerequisite of topic? There are some basic knowledge of programming languages. If you will learn about the object model, so you have some basic idea or some basic knowledge of programming language, and some basic knowledge of object oriented analysis and design. So with the meaning of the basic knowledge of object oriented analysis and design, you will discuss the concept of object model if you know about some basic idea about the OOAD. Now, what are the merits of object oriented methodology? So these are some advantage, or we can say merits of object oriented methodology, because in the previous lectures I will covered about the introduction of object oriented programming, introduction of procedure oriented programming, and on the basis of some characteristics of those programming we will differentiate our procedural oriented and object oriented programming. And in last lecture I covered the topic concepts of object oriented programming. So now what are the merits of object oriented methodology? Object oriented provides a clear modular structure for program. If we will design or generate a program into the basis of object oriented language, so this will give a modular structure for the program. Now the next point of object oriented methodology is it is good for defining abstract data type. And with the help of abstract data type, I already defined the concept of abstract data type. If we want to use the concept of abstract class, so there will be this concept will be used. So another merits of object oriented methodology is it is used for defining abstract data type. Next type or merits of object oriented methodology is object, method, instance, message passing, inheritance are the important properties that will be used in the object oriented programming. And another type of merits of object oriented methodology is it will implement real life scenario. So on the basis of real type problem or real life problems, we will use the concept of object oriented programming and object oriented methodology. So these are some advantages and some merits that are related to the object oriented programming. Another point of advantage of object oriented programming is higher productivity. Data hiding will be used in object oriented programming, so it will help the programmer to build a secure program, and it will easily update it from small to large system. If we want to design any program or design any module, so it will easily upgrade it from small to large system. So according to this, we will use the program on the basis of small to large module or small to large program. Now, what are the demerits of object oriented methodology? It is complex to create programs based on interaction of object, like programming techniques such as inheritance and polymorphism, and it will produce the larger program size in the comparison of procedural oriented programming. It will execute the program into the slow method, or the execution speed is slower according to the procedure oriented programming, and it will not suitable for all types of problem. All types of problem means if you want to design any logical programming concept, any functional programming, so it will not implement by this programming methodology. So these are some demerits of object oriented methodology. Now, in the object oriented programming, we will use two types of languages, and on the basis of languages we will discuss the next topic, object oriented languages. So object oriented languages will be designed or distinguished between two types. First one is object based programming languages, and second one is object oriented programming languages. So what is the difference between object based programming languages and object oriented programming languages? Object based programming languages means it will depend on the some basic concepts of object oriented programming, like I already defined to you some basic concept like object and class and data encapsulation, data hiding and access mechanism. So it will depend these concept, and if we will use the object based programming language, it will support encapsulation and object identity concept. So it will called object based programming languages, like ada is a example of object based language, and it will define as a language. Second category is object oriented programming language. So what is the difference between object based and object oriented programming language? Basically the difference is that it will incorporate all the features that are related to object based feature, and additional features are added into this language, like the concept of inheritance and dynamic binding. Mainly two features are added and incorporate of all object based programming feature. So this type of language is called object oriented programming language. And object oriented language can be categorized or defined into these characteristics. It will consist the features that are defined into object based programming language plus inheritance plus dynamic binding. So I highlighted this concept because this is the main difference between these two languages. Now there are some applications of object oriented programming. So what are the applications of object oriented programming? Object oriented programming will be used in the real time system. If we design a system that will be based on real time, simulation and modeling purpose. So if we want to simulate and design any model, so we will use this type of programming language. If we want to generate any type of database on the basis of object, so this type of application will be created. AI and expert system is the another field or another application. In this system we will use the concept of object oriented programming. Next type or next parallel programming or next type of network like neural network. So in neural network and parallel programming we will use this concept. What do you mean by neural network and parallel programming? So basically neural network is defined on the basis of functioning of human brain, and that particular our computer is worked on the functioning of human brain, but there is difference between the name of the computing, like the human brain is working on that particular network is called neural network, and our computer is work and use the technique of human brain, so this is called artificial neural network or neural network. Now in the automation system, it will be designed to generate office automation system will be used for designing application that will be also related to object oriented programming. CAD system is another application. The full form of CAD means computer aided design. So if we want to create any design or any architecture, so with the help of this software CAD, we will use or we will generate our architecture and designing. Now the main topic of today lecture is object model. So basically what do you mean by the OMT? Here I will write some short form OMT. OMT means object modeling technique, and this modeling technique is generally developed by the Rambagh and Booch. This is the name of the scientist, Rambagh and Booch. So according to the technology of OMT, there are different types of model will be used here. First is object model, second is dynamic model, and third one is functional model. So what are the role of three types of model? Basically in the syllabus the object model is mentioned, other type of models will not be used into the RGPV syllabus, but I will discuss the difference between the object model, dynamic model and functional model. So what is the difference between object, dynamic and functional model? Basically object model defines the static nature of model, and if we want to create dynamic model, so we will use dynamic model. Object model describe the structure of object into a system and according to their identity, relationships to the other object, and what are the operations and what are their attributes that will be performed on any object. So it will provide the generally framework of overall object. So this is the object model. With the help of object diagram, we will cover the concept of object model, and if we will create object diagram, so there we will use the concept of object and class, because object is a real time entity or runtime entity, like into the form of any person, any place or anything, and class is a collection or similar type of objects or grouping of object. Now if we talk about the second type of model, dynamic model. So what do you mean by dynamic model? Basically dynamic model describe the aspect of a system that will related to the time and sequencing of operation, such as like any event, if you want to change any sequence of event, any state, so that particular state on the basis of sequencing of operation or according to the event, we will organize the event and state in the dynamic model. So like object model, we will use the object diagram, but if we want to design the dynamic model, so the name of that particular diagram for representing the dynamic model is called state diagram, and in each state diagram will represent the state and event sequence that will be used to define the system, and actions are represent of that particular state diagram will be represented in the functional model. So these are some basic concept of dynamic model. Now next type of model is functional model. So what do you mean by functional model? Functional model is a description of aspect of a system that will generally basis on the transformation of value with the help of function, with the help of mapping also, and we will use the concept of functional dependencies. So how the function work and how the model will generate the output values into a computations that will be used from the input values. So this particular processing will be defined into the form of functional model. Now, which type of diagram will be used to represent functional model? Functional model will be used to represent the data flow diagram, and in the short we will define the data flow diagram into the form of DFD. So DFD show the relationship between the values in a computation. So this diagram is also called a graph of process. So according to the process we will design a graph, and that particular graph is called DFD. So in the object model we will use the object diagram. In the dynamic model we will use the state diagram. In the functional model we will use the DFD, data flow diagram, to represent our inputs and outputs. Now what do you mean by object model? Basically object model is the important topic of today's lecture. So an object model helps describe or define a software system in terms of objects and classes, and it defines the interfaces or interactions between different types of model, and I already defined the object model in detail. And basically an object model is an important part of the object oriented programming life cycle, because on the basis of object we will create our life cycle of the object oriented programming. Now how we will represent the object model into the form of diagram? So this is called object diagram that will be used in the object model. Now there is the name, or we can say the class, or that particular name of the object is like loan account, and loan account is the name of the class here, and these are some data, or we can say the variables that we are used in this our class, like type, loan type, it will be defined into the form of a string. Account name, it will also defined into the form of a string. Date released, released means into the form of date when the loan will be released, and loan amount will be defined into the form of number. So these are some attribute that will related to the loan account. What are the operations or what are the functions that we are defined into this object diagram is renew and extend. These are two functions that will work or operate on these attributes or on these data. So if we want to renew our loan, so renew function will be executed. If we want to extend our loan, so extend function will be executed. So in the object diagram, attributes and its function will be very important role to defining the object diagram, because on the basis of attributes and function we will define the basic or conceptual logic of our diagram. Now the next topic of today lecture is elements of object model. So there are two types of elements that will be used in the object model, like major elements or minor element. So what do you mean by major and minor element? Major elements means abstraction, encapsulation, modularity and hierarchy. So I think you all know about the concept of abstraction. Abstraction means, I already discussed in the previous lecture, abstraction used or define the essential characteristics of the object that will be distinguished from all kind of object. So an abstraction is one of the fundamental concept that will be used to represent the object model, and abstraction focus on the outside view of an object, and it will implement the essential behavior. So this is the important element of object model. And the example of abstraction I already discussed. What do you mean by data abstraction and what are the examples of abstraction? So in the object model there are different types of abstractions will be used, like entity abstraction, action abstraction, virtual machine abstraction, and coincidental abstraction. So if we want to relate some problem that will be domain specific, or solution will also depend on the based of domain entity, so it will called entity abstraction. If you want to define action based abstraction, so action based abstraction means you want to perform some kind of operation that will be defined on same functions, so it will called action abstraction. So these are some types that are related to the abstraction. Next element of object model is encapsulation. So what do you mean by encapsulation? I already defined to you. Encapsulation means wrapping up of data and functions into a single unit, because with the help of data encapsulation we will achieve the concept of information hiding. So this is the another element that will be used in the object model. Next type of element is modularity. So what do you mean by modularity? Modularity means basically it is the property of a system that has been decomposed into a set of different types of modules, that will into the terms of loosely coupled module or into the term of tightly coupled module. So modularization basically defined into the form of dividing a program into different types of module, and there have some connections or some relationship between each and every module. So this is the concept of modularity. Now next one is hierarchy. Basically hierarchy means just it will be defined for a concept ranking, or we can say ordering. So what are the order? Like hierarchy can be defined into, if we use the class structure, so hierarchy is called is a hierarchy. If we will use the object structure, so the hierarchy will be called as a part of, because the object is a part of a class, so we will use the concept is a and part of hierarchy. So in the inheritance, when we will use the concept of inheritance, there will be used this type of element hierarchy, and in the inheritance is a hierarchy will be used. Now there are some minor elements that will also depend on object model. So minor elements are also three types: typing, concurrency, and persistence. So what do you mean by typing? Basically typing means if you write anything on according to the class of an object, such that if you want to create object of different types, they might not be interchanged, so there will be restricted way for creating object on the basis of the class. So the concept of type and class are similar. We will use the concept of typing as a separate element of object model. So this will be the minor elements of object model. Second type of minor element is concurrency. Concurrency means it will use the property that will distinguish an active object from that is not active. So if we want to execute some parallel process, so we will use the concept of concurrency like into the form of multitasking. So there we will use the concept of concurrency. Now the last type of minor element is persistence. Basically persistence means it will define the object lifetime. Object lifetime means when the object will created, when the object will be destroyed. So overall lifetime that will depend on the persistence. So it will also exist some type of functions like the object continue to exist after it's create another type of object, the location of object where it's moved from the address space and where it was created. So the persistence will be defined on the basis of object oriented model. So these are some model into the form of major element and minor element. Now these are some questions for your practice, and in this first question is, when object from different classes react differently to the same method calls, this is known as, there are multiple options like object, event, polymorphism, inheritance. Second question is, how many basic features of object oriented programming are required for a programming language to be purely object oriented programming? So I already discussed this topic. What are the different features that will used to define object oriented programming? Options are 7, 6, 5 and 4. Now third question of today quiz is, object diagram is used to show the design view of a system. Which type of view? Like static view, dynamic view, logical view and process view. So it will also related to the today lecture. Now the next question is, the object modeling technique means OMT uses different types of model. The options are, first option class model, object model and analysis model. Second option is object model, dynamic model and functional model. Third option is class model, dynamic model and functional model. And fourth option is object model, analysis model and dynamic model. So these are some options according to the OMT. What are the different types of model that will be used in this technique? Now the next slide is represented the outcomes, means learning outcomes. So what do you mean by learning outcomes? First one is design thinking ability. Second outcome of today lecture is application of concept of topic and its taxonomical applications. Third outcome, with the help of object model we will use to develop, explore and the conceptual model into various scenario and applications. And these are some references, like Balaguruswamy will very helpful to you for study the object oriented programming. And the today topic that will related to the reference book are to G. Bush, and the name of this book is, the title, Object Oriented Analysis and Design. So object model topic is given here in reference number 2. Thank you to all the students and good day. And in the next lecture we will discuss the next topic like input output processing. So today lecture I covered the topic merits and demerits of object oriented programming, then object model, dynamic model, functional model, and what do you mean by object diagram, and what are the different types of elements that will be used to define object model. So these are the topics that are related to today lecture. Thank you to all for listening this lecture.